The sound of paper tearing is quiet, almost fragile, but that night it was thunder in my ears. I stood frozen in the doorway, suitcase half-cocked, while my sister smiled at me, holding my shredded passport in her hands like a trophy. "Roaches don't deserve wings," she whispered. Behind her, my parents didn't look shocked, they looked satisfied. My father's voice cut through me like a blade. "Your place is scrubbing our floors, not seeing the world." They thought they'd trapped me. They didn't know I'd already slipped through their fingers. It hadn't always been this way. There was a time I thought my sister loved me. She used to braid my hair before school, call me her shadow. She was older, brighter, the one everyone praised. I was the afterthought. I told her everything, my dreams, my fear of becoming nothing. She listened, she smiled, and then she filed those secrets away to use against me. I should have seen it coming. The jealousy in her eyes when I got the acceptance letter. The way she laughed when I talked about leaving, like it was a joke. The way my mother said, "You won't last out there," like it was a promise. But I still believed family wouldn't go that far. I still believed wrong. The night she shredded my passport, I didn't cry, I didn't beg, I just watched. And I realized something. That wasn't destruction, it was confession. They were showing me who they really were. And once you see the truth, you can't unsee it. They thought the passport was the only one. They didn't know I'd planned ahead. I'd applied for a second one, quietly, weeks before. Tucked it away in a safe place they would never find. I'd already booked 2 flights, the one they knew about and the one that really mattered. They thought shredding paper would clip my wings. But by the time they laughed in my face, my future was already sealed. Still, I didn't leave quietly. I couldn't, not after years of being treated like a servant in my own home. I set the stage before I left. I copied their bank statements, their debts, their unpaid taxes. All those years of pretending we were a perfect family, they hid rot under the floorboards. I sent the evidence where it needed to go. Quietly, efficiently, and I left without a word. The confrontation came months later. By then, I was thousands of miles away, in a city that hummed with possibility. My dream job was no longer a dream. It was real. I was real. They called me frantic. My sister's voice cracked. "They're investigating us. How could you?" I listened to her cry. The same sister who tore my wings apart. The same parents who told me I belonged on my knees. And I finally answered. "You taught me something," I said. "That family isn't who you're born to. It's who doesn't try to cage you." Silence on the line. I let it stretch, sharp as glass. Then I hung up. They lost everything after that. The house, the reputation, my sister's fake charm couldn't save her when the truth came out. My parents, so proud of their control, ended up drowning in the mess they created. And me? I walked streets they'll never see. I breathed air they'll never touch. Revenge didn't feel like fire. It felt like air, clean, weightless. They thought shredding a passport would break me, but it only proved how small they were, how desperate they were to chain me to their misery. The truth is, I was already gone the moment they showed me who they were, the moment I stopped being their shadow. Now, when I hold my passport, I run my fingers over the unbroken pages. I think of their laughter that night, sharp and cruel, and I smile. Because roaches don't deserve wings? Maybe, but I wasn't a roach. I was the storm that left them in ruins, and I never looked back.